Hi guys, when Nigel Farage was a member of the European Parliament, he was supposed to represent his constituents. Instead, he used his position to rant and rave against the EU and people in it. When he was elected to represent the people of Clacton, he used that position to rant and rave against immigrants and in favour of Donald Trump. So while many voters on Thursday backing Reform UK wanted to give both Labour and the Tories a bloody nose, what do they think these councillors will actually do? Well, in Durham on Friday, the party leader gave us a taste of what is to come, and it all sounds a bit too Trumpian.
Stick to our principles. And I would advise anybody who's working for Durham County Council on climate change initiatives or diversity, equity and inclusion or anything, or things they can go on working from home, I think you all better really be seeking alternative careers very, very quickly.
Yeah, but just up there, you were talking about people don't work from home, you don't like diversity on the councils. A lot of people won't like that.
What you're missing is that is the centre ground of public opinion. There's a silent majority that believes in the things that we believe in. Westminster, and dare I say it, much of the media is out of touch with where this country is moving. And I think that's what today's election results prove. Nobody in lessons from this in the short term, but I tell you what, this is happening. It's not a one-off, it's real.
I honestly don't understand the attraction of this charlatan. He has proved time after time that he doesn't care about his constituents, he doesn't care about ordinary people, it's all about him. Now, what he mentioned here is a taste of what's probably going to come at these council meetings. Wherever Reform UK is not in charge, they're going to just disrupt the proceedings. And where they are in charge, what are they going to cut? Well, they're going to cut people's jobs. Now, of course, they're going to run into conflict with, run into resistance from trade unions. But Farage mentioned here, anyone who's working on anything related to the environment will probably go. People who are hired under DEI. Once again, a misrepresentation of what DEI is. Of course, that this is the right constantly misrepresented. They will go as well. And anyone who's working from home will be sacked. Okay, no mention here, and this is a failing of the media, no mention of social care. 65% of many councils' budgets goes on social care. What has Nigel Farage said about social care? Nothing. Has he been challenged on social care? No, he hasn't. Now, many of the staff that he's planning to get rid of work in services that are necessary for citizens, including social care. When it comes to social care, it's at breaking point. Can't get access to the workers they need because of people like Nigel Farage, because he sold people this idea, we need to leave the European Union, we need to kick out the foreigners. Most of the people working, or a lot of the people working in social care are foreigners. People brought in from abroad because British people can't or don't want to do these jobs. And Farage wants to sack people. He wants to downsize the councils. He wants to make cuts. He was talking recently about ergonomic chairs and stuff like this. This is what it's going to be about. I don't know what people expected their councillors to do, these Reform UK councillors, but they're not going to do their jobs. They're not going to improve the situation. They're going to rant and rave in council meetings, and they're going to cut staff. They're going to reduce the size of these councils if they're in charge. And they're going to talk about, like Donald Trump in the US, like Elon Musk, we found all this waste, we're getting rid of this waste. And they're going to make the lives of ordinary people worse. They don't care. Nigel Farage didn't care when he was ranting and raving in the European Parliament. Nigel Farage doesn't care about the constituents, the people of Clacton. When was the last time he was raising issues like that are important to the people of Clacton, like hospitals or housing, unless it's related to immigrants? He's a charlatan, and the people who are now going to be running these councils are there not because they care about people. It's about creating issues, creating disruption boosting Reform UK. The councils and the councillors are there just to boost the image of Reform on the national level. So Farage at the next election can win more seats and influence politics, either to become Prime Minister or just to influence whoever's in charge. Cut more taxes, reduce the size of government. A party of the rich for the rich. I feel sorry for anyone who's living in a council where Reform are in the majority or even have a number of councillors, because they're not going to do their jobs. They don't care. They're not there. They're not elected to do a job. They're there to create problems.